Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, Hobby Zone sent me out this little Ranger 1220 for review, and I know I've flown it a couple of times in the yellow one, but I just want to take it out again. I just love flying this little guy, and I know I fly jets and all this other stuff, but just something about a simple trainer that just is so much fun. You just relax, enjoy yourself, and just have fun with it. Kind of windy, cross breeze, so that's okay. Let's have some fun. Got the 3 levels. You got direct, no gyro off. You got agility mode or stability mode, which is self-leveling. Then you got optimized mode, which is just their wind mitigation. All right.
Please be careful.
High rates. Timer set at 7 minutes. You can see how well. Now this one obviously doesn't have the upgraded gear kit I put on the yellow one. This says this is completely stock. The only thing I've done to this plane is give it a clear coat of my polyacrylic. All right. High rate, 7 minutes. Here we go. Cross breeze at my back. All right, we're gonna take it straight up and just see how high we can go. There we go. Looks like that's it. I'm running a 2200 short eternity in there. Oh, didn't touch. Almost touched. Coming right at us.
Time remaining 6 minutes.
All right, let's see if I can execute that touch and go this time. Well, slap and go. Just a fun little plane to scoot around with. Very reliable, easy to fly.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
Just go through and punch some holes in the sky. Doesn't mean you can't cruise around. Kind of lazy Sunday afternoon cruise. No reason why you can't do that. Turns into the wind there, so you want to turn towards the wind. Got to stay on your rudder. That optimized mode is really keeping this plane flying pretty straight.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Optimized mode, I understand, does not keep it from going upside down, as I just showed you. But it helps a light little couple of pounds of foam fly better in the wind. You get a bigger, heavier gas or wooden plane, well, the wind isn't that big of a deal because it's heavy and a lot faster, and you know, can deal with the wind better. This little piece of foam is a kite, so the gyro just helps it stay a little more locked in, a little more even with a flight. Doesn't have anything to do with your piloting skills. I mean, you can crash it just as easy. Because you gotta understand, people mistake gyros, and they don't realize there's really two classes of gyros. There's self-leveling gyros, which do keep you from crashing, okay, which is, in this plane, is stabilized mode or trainer mode, but you can't go upside down with it. It won't let you get out and do any kind of an attitude that's hard on the plane, that's dangerous for the plane. Now, if you fly into the side of a barn, well then yeah, that's not going to prevent that, but you're not going to be able to go upside down.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
And then the other kind of gyro is just wind mitigation. And the control surfaces still do everything you tell them to do. It's just the computer knows the difference between the wind hitting it from the side or from the rear or something like that than you. And it just helps keep your flight a little more stabilized. And it's a stabilizer in that sense, but it will not keep you from crashing. And really, stability mode will not keep you from crashing. You let go of your plane and you lose control. It's going to fly into whatever you were pointing at before you lost control of it. It'll just do it straight and level. All right, let's go ahead and land it and check the battery. I just wanted to warm up a little bit before I flew some other planes. And this is just a perfect little warm-up bird to kind of get a beat on the wind. And I want to show you kind of a graphic display of what I'm talking about, the difference in gyros.
Motor is off. Safe to touch.
Okay, we still had 2 minutes left on a 7-minute timer, but I want to show you the difference.
Stability mode.
Stability mode is their self-leveling, okay? Look at the control surfaces. Look at the ailerons, the elevator. If I turn the plane, you see how they hold their positions? That would self-level the plane, okay? If I turn it upside down, then it's going to right the plane. It's going to keep the plane like this. So if I was flying along in a different mode and I realized I was out in trouble,
Gyro off.
I could switch to stabilized mode, and it would self-level the plane. That's that type of beginner level. That's that type of see, look at that elevator, how it holds its position. That would self-right the plane. Now, this
gyro off, trimming mode.
Is gyro mode off, or trimming mode, or I sometimes call direct mode, which means there's nothing. There's no gyro, no AS3X, nothing's no wind gyro, no optimize, just you controlling the plane. So if you're going like this, it's not going to self-level. And then
optimize mode.
Optimize. Now this is what I normally fly in. This, you see, look at that elevator, how it goes back. Okay, some ailerons will go up, but then they resume their normal position. It's not self-righting the plane, because if I'm flying like this, I mean, it's not trying to change it's not trying to level the plane. It's still going to go like this. It's just the wind hits it, and it realizes, oh, that's the wind. You know, because if I fly it in no gyro, the wind's going to be moving this plane all over the place because how light it is. But with optimized mode, then it's not quite as bad. It helps keep the plane still doing what I tell it to do, but the wind gyro is keeping her a little more steady, a little more locked in. And that's the difference between self-leveling gyro, no gyro, and then a wind mitigation gyro. And that's what this is right now. This is a wind mitigation gyro. Just helps you fly a light little piece of foam better in the wind. Okay, still had 2 minutes, and just so you know, on this plane here, my rates are Very, very simple. 100% throws, 40% expo all the way around. Let me just show you that real quick. If you'll zoom in on the control surfaces as I do them. Ailerons are 100%, 40% expo. Elevator, 100% or 40% expo. Rudder, 100% or 40% expo. And that's how I fly. Had 2 minutes left on the battery. Motor throttle cut is on. Let's check the battery. This is a 2200 Shorty 3S. This is a 3S bird. Pushed all the way forward in that strap, as you can see it right there. And CG on the plane is 60 to 50 for the leading edge. Leading edge is the front of the wing there. I put it right there, and she's basically, CG is just perfect right there. Wind is kind of making it hard to check. Okay, good looking little plane. Okay, let's check the battery. 42%. All right, well there you go, folks. That is the Ranger from Hobby Zone. 1220 millimeter wingspan, and just a great flying, perfect trainer. It's got really offers something for everybody. Now I don't recommend in the real thick grass. It will nose over. Because the gear is great for a beginner, this nose gear, but also will cause the plane to tip over on grass. So you need to get if you're going to fly on rough grass like this is, you're going to want to have a bush plane. Otherwise, you got the bigger Tundra tires up front. So, all right, well, God bless y'all. God is good. Gabriel, thank you for filming. Hobby Zone, thank you for the plane for review, and we'll see y'all later. And keep them in the air. Bye, y'all.